Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden, episode 49, Shikamaru Shinden, part 1. So last time we watched the Sasuke Shinden arc, and with some silliness here and there, it was worth watching. It was, I'd say,
overall
good.
Enjoyable.
I'd say that it got us up to speed and really showed us more about Sasuke's character, and at the end of that arc, it said that he was going back to the village. And then now, I think, like, as far as I know from your guys' comments, that took place, that would have taken place like at the end, like after the whole epilogue and everything after that. But the anime changed it to put it in the time period of like around the time of the last or before the last, or around that time. There's like a couple little timeline things that are weird with that. But as far as the novel, that took place at the end of everything, basically right before like a time skip to Boruto or whatever. Interesting stuff there. And now, all that to say, I don't know how much that is going to influence what's happening here, but it'll be cool to see. Anything that, what do you want to see going into this? You wanted to see some shipping, some romance.
I want to see if it's Shikamaru, it's going to be all about him and Temari. I don't know, but that's what I hope. That is my ultimate. If that happens in Naruto, that will be like the last thing that I need to see happen. Well, as the one thread that is still loose for me personally.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see something about that this time. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel and check out Patreon and enjoy most of all and support the official release. Let's go.
Oh, and Ino and Sai.
Ino and Sai?
Yeah.
Anyone else? Kiba and Shino.
I think that's it. I think there's not enough established girl characters to go around.
Do you think who do you think Choji's gonna end up with? Do you think Lee's gonna end up with Tenten?
That would be good. I would like that. I almost forgot about Lee and Tenten. That would be nice. I hope Choji gets someone who can cook him really good food and is just like really nice and happy and probably like not in the ninja world, and so he can just have like a really like wholesome, nice life. Like aside from that, I think would be sweet for him. What's this music?
This is part 1 music again.
I don't remember at all.
So, I told my classmates that they were really lucky. I mean, they have so much free time. So don't you think that it's about time I get to supervise a big assignment on my own? Oh, Lord Hokage.
Where did we put that report from yesterday again?
Third on the right. The second one from the top.
Yeah.
He's just so tired, just like,
here it is.
paperwork
This
all
come with
day.
some-
Lord Hokage, about next week's inspection.
How many times have I told you to just call me Kakashi?
Yeah, you're way too stiff and formal sometimes, sir.
Don't forget to take
What are you,
breaks.
12?
Who even are you?
It gets compromised.
Roger.
Who is that?
You're just a new guy.
Oh, it's nice to move around a bit. I didn't think that I'd be chained to a desk all the time when I became a shinobi. So, sir? I haven't cloud gazed in quite a long time. You know,
Classic
sir,
Shikamaru.
sometimes you talk like an old man.
Is that Takamaru?
I was like,
the
trying to remember
fastest,
what
the
his name
fastest
was.
hawk in the sand.
Lord Hokage, see ya.
See ya. Thanks for today.
Why'd you pick a kid like that to work here?
The adult world can be complicated.
I know. I don't like that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Here I thought you became.
Is he from like one of the clans or some shit?
Shikamaru.
Give me a break.
An adult?
Having more shinobi like him around the village is just an indication that we're really at peace.
The war's been over for 2 years now.
I know. I'm starting to get a belly.
I don't want to hear
Said
about all that.
Kakashi.
Have you been keeping up with your training? Bet you're as disciplined as ever. Why can't you just humor me a bit?
Oh, come on. I told him he had to double check this.
By the way, how is that one issue going?
On hold for now.
There's been no contact then. I just feel bad for putting all of this on your shoulders.
What would that be?
One
issue.
I have to be a shinobi. The reason I continue to be one
is to make Naruto the Hokage one day, right?
To make that happen, I know that I can't remain a kid forever.
Naruto's still a kid even now.
He is who he is. After this, it's Lord Tsuchikage. We have a game set.
Oh, right. I saw him
Lord
at the summit
Tsuchikage.
yesterday.
It's gonna...
All he talked about was how bad he was going to beat you this time. Anyway.
Online or what? Like, how are you gonna
Is
play?
this a Zoom?
It's because it's for work.
Hey, Shikamaru, what does it mean to be an adult?
Oh, he isn't a leaf.
He just came there.
No. Wait.
I guess if they're all friendly now, they can just, like,
Yeah, of course.
come over all the time if they want.
Youngin'? Speechless now, eh?
They made him look a little bit older, like just slightly. I don't know if he had, maybe not. He's the
Yeah, I was
same.
thinking he looked younger.
Part 1 soundtrack. Oh my god, it's been so long.
What? Ooh,
Was this library? I couldn't read what that said.
no. He looks so funny in like the whole outfit.
Oh yeah, with the, because he has his mouth covered too.
Yeah.
So he's like this, and then he's got the headband, and then he's got the thing.
Hey, over here!
Sorry I'm late. Hey, I was cooking that.
Anyway, I keep trying to teach this newbie, but she just doesn't get it at all.
At the flower shop?
One like that on my team too.
Oh, on
Yeah.
actual military.
So I just you two have really embraced your roles as instructors.
They're teachers.
You're Lord Hokage's right-hand man.
Yeah, but I don't really have the patience to mentor my subordinates. Not like you guys. Being a loner suits me. You two are really the only ones who are special to me.
You know, sometimes I miss the good old days.
Hey, we're not old enough to be saying that yet.
Back
We're
then,
19.
It was typical for us to be together 24/7 almost all the time. Now we have to set up a time and date just so that we can all get together for a quick meal.
When you think about it, it's kind of sad, huh? Maybe that's the real answer.
Hitting a little too close to home.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Haven't you noticed lately? You hardly ever say, "What a drag."
Oh, yeah.
Terrific. Another Naruto
Thank
fan.
you.
Okay, where to next?
You still want to go
The bar.
Let's go barbecue hopping. It'll be fun. Sorry, I have to get going. Huh?
Shikamaru, is there something on your mind that's bothering you? Seems like it's wandering.
What is
No,
it?
it's nothing really. Just
That
some
one
odd
issue?
Shinobi business. I have to leave the village. Wait, is it the same thing that Temari and Kankuro were attending?
So Temari is more important than we are? Is that it?
What are you talking about?
And so we hope it'll be able to grow even more.
Mm.
Right, well, that concludes.
As to
Oh.
all the people who went missing after the fourth Great Ninja War, how is the search coming along?
It's like the vice president meeting, like all the seconds in command.
Requests. They've been decreasing for 3 periods in a row. That if it keeps dropping the way it has been, village administration will be affected.
We should have a more detailed report, no later than the time that our next meeting is scheduled to occur. I understand the viewpoint that a decrease in requests for shinobi poses a legitimate concern. But remember, this is just a consequence of being at peace. Well, if there are no more questions, then everyone...
Some of the villages.
I'll see you again
Time
in a
to
month.
stir shit up again.
Hey, Shikamaru, wait up.
All right. What is it, Temari?
Come on. What is going on with you?
Huh? What makes you say that?
See, when you answer a question with a question, it's practically proof that something's up. So what is going on in the Hidden Leaf? Is it just something that you can't talk to me about?
I said there's nothing going on.
Is there anything I can do? Anything at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Look, Temari, the thing is, you and I are both representatives of our individual villages. We shouldn't pry into each other's... What do you think you're doing?
I announced the 5th Great Ninja War.
It's already been 2 weeks since Sai left word that he was infiltrating the Land of Silence, right?
We can't stand by anymore without taking action.
That's what
Message.
you've been looking for. Size bird instead of a real one.
Send help. Reinforcements! It's just reinforcements repeated over and over.
The state of affairs in the Land of Silence is more serious than we suspected. The Shinobi Alliance will be faced with a predicament. There is a man at work in this land. His name is
Gango.
His name is
Never heard of him.
Orochimaru. It's just the sound headband with like a cross through it. It's this land of silence.
At this point, I'm not even.
What if it is? What if it actually is?
I wouldn't doubt it literally at all.
Masters.
There are hints in his message that sound almost like admiration for this Gango.
You don't
What?
really think that Sai has...
You get like brainwashed. when you
Not
go-
this again, Sai. Is Sai
Yeah,
working
that's
for the other side?
Into the blood.
Why is
And
it
I'm
always
afraid
Sai?
that we only have one option.
Looks like you have the same idea I do.
Yes. Except you can't be the one to go on this mission.
Right.
To remain inconspicuous, a three-man team would be the best choice. So could you provide 2 members of the Anbu for this mission?
A 3-man squad.
And so I'll go.
You're already carrying a big part of the responsibilities within the Alliance.
I mean, everyone knows who you are, so
Yeah.
I feel like that's literally the worst
Can't stop
option.
you, isn't it? Still, I would have thought you'd pick Ino and Choji to accompany you.
And can use that ability to hide us, as well as someone who has a jutsu to make a direct hit on the target.
Besides,
Ino and Choji have their own lives to think about now.
I think I know just the Anbu for this. They're both easy to work with and should meet your expectations. I'm sure that you're going to like them.
What?
Why are you making it
You're going on a
This
business
guy.
Yeah,
We're secretly in the
Take care of things here for
Anbu.
me.
This is Soku of the Anbu.
Easy to work with, huh?
He actually looks serious.
And the other one?
I'm right here.
Is that
How
Asuma?
the hell did you...
This is Ro. He can freely change the amount and quality of chakra in himself and in people he targets, erasing all signs of his presence or seeming to become someone else.
To explain it as simply as it is a modification of the chakra from the point of view of what others perceive. To be clear, I don't actually change the amount of chakra in whomever I target. A misapprehension is just created in anyone perceiving them.
That's like even more confusing.
This one's still just a kid.
Irrelevant. In the shinobi world, abilities like all that matters.
Right to the point, huh?
Lord Hokage, I said not to call me by like my real name.
So then your name's Hinoko, huh? Well, I think that's a really cute name.
I like just hate to be called by my name. I'd like you to be more careful about doing that.
So, what exactly...
She's looking
can
like
you-
that
My
guy
body is
in
a
the
chocolate
Sasuke arc.
What the fuck?
That!
Target leaves my
Just a
sight.
poor swallow.
The needle will like follow till it hits its intended mark.
Oh, it's heat seeking or homing.
Oh, he's okay.
I don't like needlessly take lives. I pierced its chakra stimulation point, so it's like several times livelier now.
We'll get close using Rose Jutsu.
Like it sounds tedious.
These two are exactly what you need.
What a drag.
I'm sure that it'll be fine.
What's wrong?
Can you do something about that whole like thing that you do?
Like, no.
Well, that's that. So once everything's ready,
Is it okay to leave tomorrow morning? So anyway, I'll be heading back a bit later than I thought. You believe I have 2 subordinates under me now? That's not like me, huh? You know, Asuma, both you and my dad had someone you'd give your lives to protect. I haven't found anyone like that yet.
Big brother Shika!
Mirai.
Mirai.
Brother Shika!
Whoa there.
Shikamaru, you're so busy these days. You don't need to come here every month.
I'm really not that busy.
Oh, and this is our babysitter. She watches Mirai for me from time to time.
Nice to meet you.
Big brother! Flowers!
Oh, I see.
So
You
cute.
brought them from your daddy, huh? You're so clever, Mirai.
You really do love Big Brother Shikamaru, don't you, Mirai?
Uh-huh.
This peace will last. I'm sure of it. Because I'll make it last.
Oh shit. Oh
That was
shit.
the other
The last
time. Yeah.
time.
But what?
Whoa, his hair
Whoa.
down.
That. Damn it.
He looks weird
That's
with his
so
hair down.
We've never seen that even once. He looks
It's kinda
so
freaking me out.
weird.
It never even occurred to me that his hair could get
Yeah, me either.
it just seemed like it was like that.
You're up awfully early, you know?
I could say the same about you.
I like his
I woke
outfit.
up early and I couldn't get back to
Naruto?
sleep. I'm just on my way home from Ichiraku Ramen.
Really?
They're open 24 hours a day now.
Okay, but still, who eats ramen for breakfast?
I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think half my body's made of ramen by now. Is it the garlic?
Oh, here. Have one of these.
Oh, I love this gum. This sure brings back memories.
I'll see ya.
Is it work?
Yeah, just a little. Hey, don't just sit around eating ramen. Be productive.
Well, someone somewhere always comes along with some annoying mission for me. I've worked for 6 months straight.
This is the most important time in your whole life.
Yeah, I know. But, you know...
No buts. Everybody recognizes your ability now. Do as many missions as you can so they say, I gotta have Naruto on the job. If you think that they'll approve you just because you're a war hero, think again.
Yeah.
Look, Naruto,
Huh?
you are going to become the Hokage. Don't ever forget that.
Of course, because I never go back on my word. That's my ninja way.
Our ninja way, right?
Yeah.
Naruto, always stay just the way you are. After all, that's the reason why I'm here. Well, all right, guys. Guess it's time to go to work.
Oh my god, that soundtrack. That episode was better than all of the Sasuke arc and everything to do with the Kakashi arc. That was one of the best episodes of Naruto that I've seen. That was
Really? You liked it that much?
I mean, like, as far as like downtime episodes, that's as good. Like the downtime episodes are usually the best, like between arcs. For me, I really love that. Like even in Dragon Ball, when I used to watch that all the time, my favorite episodes as a kid growing up were always like when they get back from fucking Namek or whatever, and then Goku's just eating like piles of food, and then they're just hanging out, and it's like time to go train, right, Vegeta? Yeah, and then they like walk into, or Krillin or whoever walk into the sunset. Like shit like this is like what it's all for. You know, like that. This is what they've been working for the whole series. Is what's going on right now. All the stuff in between of just going and groaning about boring office work and being able to do that rather than risk your life, and negotiate rather than fight all the time and complain about getting a little fat. Says Kakashi. This was awesome. This was better than the whole Sasuke arc. Just this episode. Yeah. And I'm saying that because I believe it, but also because I want people to understand that we don't just hate new shit. We're not just like clinging onto the past and don't want to move on. We want new shit. At least I want new shit. I want like to see how things have progressed. I want there to be like movement. And even if like that girl's fucking energy blast power is a bit much for what I consider to be a Naruto power, that's just a new thing, and I'm okay with new shit as long as it's good. And this was well animated. Like the lighting in this was great. The animation, everything was so on model and so clean and modern looking, but not in a way that like it still looks like Naruto. It looks like Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
I loved this. I
thought it was nice. I love to see little Mirai cute.
Do you know what Mirai means?
I
think you do.
Yeah, I think it's like future.
Yeah, it means future.
But yeah, just really cute. Got flowers. Yeah, we get to see everyone hanging out. Choji and Ino are like have their own teams and stuff, which is really nice.
Yeah.
We also get to talk about the fact that now that they're at peace, there's not as many people who are hiring them, which is like a problem.
Considering
but
your
also,
entire economy is
like,
a military-industrial complex.
You can't get too mad about it because it means that you did a good job in the war. So it's like, I think that that's something that we talked about a lot earlier as well. Just Naruto in general, his whole thing of like wanting peace but also loving being a shinobi are like two things
it's
that
reconciling these two
two things
conflicting
that it's like,
ideas.
If everyone is at peace, then you don't need to exist in that way.
Yeah. And then the problem is if you create peace in a shinobi world, it's literally Haku shit. It's Haku and Zabuza shit of like, what happens when there's peace and your entire society is built on war? Well, there's gonna be people out there who become rogue ninjas and go to one place and congregate and then want to start another conflict to keep the gears moving. Or in real life, if you want to get real fucked up, we start wars all over the world and blame it on other people, and you know, shit gets real. It's a common problem when you get into peacetime. It's like it's a problem that Naruto's dealt with, and it also, you know, is applicable to real life as well. It's a real problem when so much of your society is built on war and you know, stoking the coals of that war machine.
Yeah. And we have the what's it called, the Land of Silence.
You said that as a joke of like the Sound Village with the cross. I think that might be it. It might be started from that.
I hope that it's not, but also if it was, that would be really funny.
It makes so much sense. It's the land of, it's not, because it's not even the land of music, like it's a music note, it's the land of sound, and the opposite of that would be land of silence. That would be actually dope.
That would be funny. Yeah, that's my prediction. It's the Sound Village after Orochimaru left. Either Orochimaru's behind it, because as we apparently know, he is free to do whatever he wants, essentially. As long as he's being supervised, I suppose. But it seems like Sai is being influenced by the guy in charge, so it seems like maybe once you go there, just like being there like messes with you or whatever.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like maybe like I don't know what it's called, like the Land of Silence. I don't know if it's like something is like in the air or like almost an undetectable like sound or something that like you can't hear. So it sounds like it's silent, but it like influences you.
We just were listening to Del Toro, where they go, or I guess that's a spoiler. Probably shouldn't say that. That's a spoiler. Anyway, there's a thing in Del Toro very similar to that.
But it's I'm interested to see what it is. That's my predictions about it. I don't actually think that it's anything to do with the Sound Village, but it would be kind of cool if it was, because that there's, you know, all these villages and stuff that like technically didn't exist. But like I guess could come up at any point. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I love this. This is promising. Like even at the start of the Sasuke thing, just comparing like the first episodes of each. The first episode of the Sasuke arc was not like it wasn't as well produced as this, and there was more action, so it's different.
Yes, it
but
was.
like the character animation, do you remember that old man and how like he looked like he was ripped out of a filler arc from like episode 100 of Shippuden? Like the way he just like is all like flapping his mouth and he's like flipping around and shit, like just the action animation and everything was so much worse in that compared to this. Like this, everything is so well rendered and so well staged even, and like the shots and everything are so good.
I guess what makes me more hopeful for this is that the setup is like you don't need, the other one was more explosive in the first episode. To hook you with like some crazy shit that is going on.
Zombies.
This one, they're like teasing a lot at it, but at the same time, the main like hook to it is Shikamaru and like him and how he's feeling about growing up and like accepting new responsibilities and, you know, dealing with the relationship between the alliance and everything. It's like that's a lot more of the intrigue, whereas Sasuke, because he was like by himself at that point, there's not as much of that like greater impact in like that he's considering in every action he's taking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should just head on to the next one and see what happens.
Indeed. Hope you leave a like and subscribe, and check out Patreon to see the next episode right now, as well as 5 episodes ahead. Even more if you check out our $10 tier. Hope you enjoy most of all. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye.